Have you ever looked at someone speaking English and thought, how do they make it sound so easy? The truth is, most learners struggle when they only study grammar rules and vocabulary lists. The real secret is learning through meaningful, emotional experiences, like stories. One of the best ways to learn English is through stories. They help you remember words naturally and understand how grammar works without even thinking about it. If you're ready to improve your English in a more natural way, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to Dynamic English. It was a quiet evening. Ava sat near the window of her small apartment, watching the rain trickle down the glass. Her fingers itched for a pencil, and she reached for her sketchbook. Drawing had always helped her feel calm. Without thinking, she began to sketch a face. It was a man's face, sharp eyes, soft jawline, a faint scar above his left eyebrow. She didn't know him. Or at least, she didn't think she did. When she finished, she stared at the drawing. It felt real, almost too real. Strange, she whispered, running her thumb across the paper. The face seemed familiar and yet completely invented. She didn't give it much thought and went to bed early, the sound of rain still tapping on her window. The next day, Ava decided to go out for a walk. The rain had stopped, and the city looked clean and fresh. She wandered into a quiet cafe she hadn't visited before. It was cozy, filled with the smell of coffee and soft music playing in the background. She ordered a latte and took a seat by the window, pulling out her sketchbook to pass the time. That's when she saw him. At first, she thought she was imagining it. But then, he walked past her table. The same sharp eyes. The same scar. The man from her sketch. He ordered his coffee and sat a few tables away, unaware of her staring. Ava's heart pounded. Was this just a coincidence? Her fingers trembled as she turned to the page with the sketch. She looked at the drawing, then back at him. It was identical. She debated whether or not to speak to him. What would she even say? Excuse me, but I drew your face before I met you. It sounded ridiculous. But curiosity pushed her forward. She stood up and approached his table. Hi, sorry to bother you, but have we met before? She asked, her voice shaky. He looked up from his cup, a little surprised. I don't think so, he said politely. His voice was calm, deep. Why do you ask? She hesitated, then handed him her sketchbook, open to the page. He stared at it for a long moment. Then he smiled. That's me, he said slowly. But I've never seen this drawing before. Ava laughed nervously. I drew it yesterday. I didn't know who it was. It just came to me. For a moment, they both sat in silence, unsure what to make of it. Then he extended his hand. I'm Leo. Ava, she said, shaking his hand. They ended up talking for hours. He was an artist too, visiting the city for a short exhibition. The two of them shared stories, laughs, and even agreed to meet again the next day. As Ava walked home, the sketchbook under her arm, she felt something strange yet comforting. Maybe it was fate. Maybe it was her imagination. Or maybe some people are drawn to each other long before they ever meet. In today's story, we came across some important English expressions and grammar points. Phrases like without thinking, ended up, and came to me are useful in everyday conversation. We also saw past simple and past perfect used in a natural context. And we practiced question forms like, have we met before? A great example of using the present perfect for past experience. We post new videos every day to help you improve your English naturally. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment about what you learned or found interesting in today's story. See you in the next video.